Oh no, you're looking at my armpit.
We are live, Jamie. Jamie's reaching over the laptop trying to fix the phone. We have two devices recording, and her armpit is right in the screen. And
Sorry about that. You got a view this morning.
we have to also find out if the volume is okay. I had issues yesterday, so could you guys? I'm sorry to do all the housekeeping part of everything, but could we find out if the volume is working? I was really a bit embarrassed last night over at the JL. Hey, Chris, and I was live, and the volume was whacked, very wacky. Can you see anything?
Can you hear us in the back?
Yeah, can you hear us? And then, if you can hear us, are the fans too loud? So the
Boy,
volume,
you're asking a lot this morning.
Well, we have fans. We have fans blowing on us, but I moved them away. But I don't want to have a fan background noise to.
I heard all good on both.
Okay.
I have hiccups now. This is bad.
Well, hi to hello, friends. Good morning, Jamie. We're drinking out of our new mugs that were gifted to me.
Well, it's hot.
So
hot.
A fellow named Jesse, and the surprise is waiting for you at the end. The surprise, there's a surprise. It's like a cereal box back in the old days, in my day.
When they actually put it in the cereal, not just in the bag?
Yes, there was a prize in the bottom of the cereal bag. And so these cups that we were gifted, there's a prize in the bottom. And that prize, I'll have to show you here in a few minutes, is an engraving of Lester's face with the words hi to hello that's been engraved on the bottom. So as I'm sipping,
you don't get to pick the cups anymore.
I'm gonna be watching.
You don't get to pick the cups anymore.
Well, here's the thing. I made sure that when I put the little lids on here, I put the little sippy part facing here, which means as we're sipping and we're looking down into our sippy cups, at some point you'll begin to see my face emerge, and you'll keep sipping if you're able to, and then you'll see the words hi to hello. You're half the screen. That was me.
Okay.
No, that was me last week. Everyone, I didn't even realize it until I went back to watch the replay, and I was only like half screen.
All jacked up there.
Now the thing is, what's crazy about it is no one cared that I was half screen last week. No one said a word. But today I've already seen 3 comments, and I can't even see very good, and they're screaming, Jamie's not on the screen.
We don't have to stare at my face early on a Saturday. We don't have to. It's okay.
We've already been up for a bit this morning. Jamie got me up early. She wanted to do some stuff.
I tricked him a little bit.
She wanted to do some stuff this morning, and it was a little bit cooler this morning than it has been. So she got me up early. And
yeah, it was only like 95 this morning when we woke up, and I wanted some help and really wanted to try to pack Voodoo's wound pretty good. So Lester, I woke him up gently. I rubbed his arm. I scratched his back, and I did all of the nice things. It wasn't like flip the light on and pull the covers back or anything like that. I was sweet when I woke you up.
I wasn't complaining. The only problem is, I don't know about you all, but now Jamie went to bed last night probably at 9:30, 10 o'clock.
You are full of it. I was up till midnight.
No, well, you didn't. You went to the bed earlier than that because I watched an entire movie alone. Well, me and Christmas and Stella, we watched an entire movie. Jack Reacher.
I watched part of it from the bed because I could see over the couch.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. This is how mean she is. This is how mean you are. This is how mean you were to me last night. Normally, when you go to bed, you say good night.
I scratched your arm and said, love you, good night.
And then you went to the room with the light on. And you sat there for a long time on your phone. I'm watching a movie. And
I was scrolling.
And at some point, you got up and just turned the light off and didn't say a word to me. You didn't know if I was asleep, if I was dead, if I was needing help. And off the bed. So I'm like, oh. Anyway, so I finished my movie, then I huffed and puffed to bed. So, oh boy. Anywho's, guys.
I have a similar story.
Oh boy.
Last night, we're feeding up and we're doing all the chores, and all of a sudden I get a text from Lester that was like, I'm going to head to the JL. to go do my chores there. And I was like, okay, if you wait about 15 minutes, I'll ride with you. And he goes, I'm already gone.
I was at the stop sign already. I was already down the road at the stop sign.
So don't huff and puff about your poor little nobody kissed you in the forehead goodnight because you left me.
Well, I have Christmas and Trixie competing for my love right here.
I see that.
Girls, listen, stop it. You guys do know that as much as we showcase and highlight how much our dogs are so wonderful and sweet and friendly, they're not always so sweet and friendly. As a matter of fact, they've been known to have some knockdown dragouts. These two right here, Christmas and Trixie. I know you don't believe that, but they do. And I think it's always over jealousy issues. This one over here, I want you to see what's on top of her head right now. You all see that, Bobo?
Yeah, we had a little bit of an incident.
And then that was most recent. This over here on the side of her face, the other side of her face, was from like last week. So they do have these little moments where they get jealous of each other.
And it's these two.
And it's these two right here.
Now, everybody else will jump in for the cause, but this is the foundation.
It's a jealousy issue. And I love the fact that Christmas and Trixie love us so much. I know, listen, and this is going to be difficult because.
Oh, baby, are you okay? You sneezed.
Come on, sweetie. You okay? I know that you, oh, sweet Lord.
Jamie. Babe, my skirt Lord. Is all hyped up.
Sweet Jeez. Lord, Jamie, what are we going to do with these dogs
I don't know, but you just showed God and everybody things that I wasn't ready to share.
Sorry. But no, we love them so much. And then the crazy thing is once we break it all up and we scream and holler and yell everything else, then they start loving each other.
Yeah, now they're cleaning each other up.
They will. And so if there's any wounds on Christmas, Trixie will lick them and clean them and tell her she's so sorry.
They're true siblings.
And then if there's any wounds on Trixie, then Christmas will lick. Christmas loves to take care of Bobo's, and she will lick her and tell her how sorry she is. And then they have an entire week of this little love fest. They just love each other so much, and they're kissing and loving each other. And all of a sudden, it starts again. The cycle begins to start again. At some point, one of them will get more love than the other one, and they hold that. They hold on to that. And so, yeah, if you see Christmas with a Bobo, it's because they do sometimes have little moments. We don't have any food aggression moments. Our dogs are not. Isn't it crazy though that most of the times when you get a rescue, and we've seen this before from Jamie, help me, from our rescues, is that a lot of food aggression.
There is usually
because they're hungry.
Yeah, and they're fearful that that's their last meal, and then they've had to fight for it for so long. We don't have any of that here, but we do have like attention, jealousy, and like situational aggressions. Like this last one was over the fact that I was in the pasture and I wouldn't let anybody in, and they were telling each other that they weren't allowed in, and it started the fight.
So what happens is they start getting themselves worked up.
Yeah,
they get there's a situation will happen, and I can't really define because it's always different. But a situation happens and they start getting worked up. And then when they get worked up, they go into kind of I don't want to say a pack mentality, because we've noticed that even though it's these two that started, meaning Christmas and Trixie,
everybody's jumping in.
The other ones will jump in, but different. They jump in on different sides.
But they don't even know what's going on. They're just going in. Guys. And it just causes like mayhem. And it's like 2 or 3 minutes of like craziness, and then like Lester said, all of a sudden they're all like licking each other like, okay, we're good. And it's like, God, I mean, I guess it's like siblings. I don't know if you fought with your siblings like that, but my brothers did. My gosh, like they would sometimes just go at it, and sometimes my mom would let it happen too. Like
McSwain says, it can become a pack mentality, and that's what we've seen. Whenever the other dogs jump in, then I feel like it's always 5-on-1. Not 5. It's never Ritzy. Ritzy never jumps in, nor does Fiona. It's just Millie and Stella will jump in. Millie and Stella will jump in, and then sometimes I feel bad because it's Christmas being the underdog, or sometimes it's Trixie, and I don't know if the dogs know why they're doing what they're doing. They just like, let's go.
It was just some sort of trigger, and don't think for 1 second that some of them don't probably have some deep-seated historical PTSD and other things that are like triggered by things, and they just go off. And I don't know, they're also women, and while they're all spayed, you can't tell me that hormones don't play any sort of thing in it either. Like it's just a it's rough, but everybody's okay. Just a slight little.
Charlene, that's cute. She goes, and now we know why Sadie loves the J&L. The JL Ranch, Sadie's by herself, no one to compete with. You want to hear a funny story about this, though? When I sometimes take the girls here with me because they love to go for rides.
They aren't excited when that's where they pull up.
When
anymore.
I pull up to the JL, Sadie can say, whoa, I don't think so. Not today. Why is that so low still?
Because you're showing all my parts.
Sadie will say, not today. And believe it or not, there have been days when Christmas here will stay in the truck. I'll have to leave the doors and windows open because she will not get out because Sadie never jumps on them. But Sadie has something that she either growls or some kind of a mumble. And maybe it's a look.
I think it's.
People's like, okay.
Yeah, Chris was like, just kidding. I didn't mean to be here. I'm sorry for breathing.
And then there was one night that I took Christmas with me to sleep over there. Christmas and Ritzy. And we pull up. I had Sadie's snack. I gave them to Sadie, not to the other dogs. They already had their snacks. And these two, Christmas and Ritzy, were so scared that Ritzy ran under the old truck that's sitting there, the old 1940s truck, and she would not come out. She's sitting there peeking at me. Christmas ran inside the RV into the bedroom, jumped onto the bed. So that night, I had to actually close the door to keep the dogs all separated with Ritzy staring at me from the distance out under. It's horrible. You love them, though. God, you love them so much.
Somebody must know about the hierarchy of the dogs here. I think Stella is top dog.
Yeah, we've always said that Stella is kind of like the mob boss. She's like Queen of the South.
Stella doesn't have to fight or use force or growl. Stella has a side eye that is scary and that everyone obeys. And she will posture herself to walk by a situation and put herself in between and interrupt things. And she has actually broken up a lot of fights by doing just that. Like, she'll just insert herself like, we ain't doing this.
Yeah.
And it is wild to watch. Fiona's like the one who, she's like the town crier. Like, she'll just stand back and bark. And Millie for the most part too, but sometimes Millie's barking puts the target on her and they all just like, oh yeah, you're gonna tell on us, like now we're gonna get you. And it's just like it's probably like what, once a month typically that this happens.
I don't even know if it's that often. And here's the thing, it can go for many months. They never have any issues at all. And then something will happen to trigger one of them or two of them. But it's not food aggressions, thank goodness. Now we leave dry food out all the time.
They free feed on dry food.
They free feed on their dry food. But and then when we feed the wet food, like kind of as like a snack, that's once a day towards the evening. Jamie will do that. We don't really feed one first and another one second. They all eat together, and it's a little bitty. I forgot what you called those things. Little Caesars, little things. They eat them really fast. Some will scarf them down in one bite.
They know where they sit, and they know who I'm going to hand to in what order and how to do it. There's never been a fight in that scenario. Never.
Well, and also it's cute because Millie, Fiona's, their mouths are so big, they'll take theirs in their mouth, the cup and all, and walk off somewhere, and then they'll set it down and eat it right out of the cup that it comes with. So we have to walk around sometimes, pick up the little cups for trash. Trixie, no, Stella likes hers put down. Stella wants hers poured out.
And she wants to lay down
and she wants to lay down and look at it and like eat it real slow.
She loves to savor it. She takes
like
the longest and no one messes with her.
That's like me when I eat a cream horn. I don't eat cream horns very often, but when I get a cream horn or an eclair, I can set that thing in front of me. And like, oh gosh.
He lines them up.
I do sometimes eat more than one, but that is also a rare occasion. I don't eat sweets very often.
It's a couple times a year.
But if I do get in, there's one of our girls back there. Hey, sweetie, she's so pretty. They all slicked down for summer. Now they'll start getting all that fur back pretty soon. It's already August. But no, the dogs are wonderful.
Somebody says that Stella is the judge and the jury. She is.
That's a great line, judge and jury. And that is Stella, absolutely. No. Well, this morning we not only have we're having some coffee, chit chat with you all. We have some gifts and some goodies we're going to open.
Y'all have been too good and too. You're.
Don't get me mad at them, Jamie. Don't get me
I
mad
don't
at
want
them.
to be. I'm not mad. I just don't feel worthy, and there's y'all have been. Y'all
A
have been
cannoli,
busy.
is that similar to a cannoli, an eclair?
No, a cannoli is an Italian sort of similar to a cream horn, but it's made differently. You would love a cannoli.
Oh, okay. Those are Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My shirt, when it's so humid, your shirt just begins to drag. You know about that feeling? When I put this shirt on an hour ago, it was nice and tight fitting. And it's so humid that now the collar, I don't sit there and hang on my collars, but I feel like every time I lean over, my collar just.
Nobody's looking at that.
No, that's good. Well, we have some, Jimmy was saying, y'all been too good. We've been also so busy, we haven't really been able to keep up with your kindness. So we probably have 30, I'm not exaggerating, 30 things here around us. We're not going to open everything right this minute, but if you want to hang around for a little bit and allow us to open some of the things that you've blessed us with, for us or for the animals, we're going to go ahead and do that this morning, if you guys don't mind. And then, but like I've always said, gifts and goodies are not for everybody. I understand if it's not your thing, then by all means, go find a happy place where you can have your coffee this morning. But Jamie and I are going to sit here and sip some coffee and open a few gifts and fellowship with you all if you want to stick around.
Did you bring 2 knives by chance?
I only brought one. I think it's always funner and gooder if we do it one at a time, back and forth.
I know, but you're going to lose that knife.
Not if we share the knife. If we do it back
Not
and
if
forth.
I'm in charge of the knife, is what you're saying.
You be in charge of the knife.
Have you
okay?
you lost it already, didn't you?
I see it right there.
Oh.
This first one comes to Longhorn Lester. It's a small package. It comes from New York. Oh. Those
I love
are
Smarties.
Smarties.
This is the greatest day ever.
And this, I don't know what this is. Oh, here you go. There's the knife. All right, I passed the knife over to Jamie.
I don't have the knife. I have Smarties.
We probably can't even say knife without getting in trouble.
That's true.
All right, here we go. Here's a message, a gift message. Lester, this will hold up your pants, but will also give you a cutting implement for hay strings, etc. That can always be with you. And it's from Pam in Scotland.
I'm happy that someone else is worried about your pants falling down.
Can you find out what that right there is? I'm going to open this.
It's just the name of the company.
Oh, okay. This is going to hold up my pants. Okay. So this is nice. Look at here. So it's a belt buckle. This is a Longhorn belt buckle, but I can see that there's a compartment over here. I don't know how you would get into that compartment.
Push it this way.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I just
How
pushed it.
cool is that?
Oh, Jamie, but this could be accidentally taken on board and get me in all kinds of trouble. You got to always make sure that I'm not carrying this around if we travel.
Another job for Jamie.
Please don't let me forget. Y'all heard about all those folks who get in trouble traveling abroad and they have things in their suitcases they shouldn't have. Whoops. This could be right on my torso.
That's really awesome.
I love this. Pam, thank you so very much.
That's really cool. I've never seen anything like
A
that.
belt buckle with a knife attached.
All right.
That's
This
beautiful.
one is
Thank
to
you, Pam.
me. It says, thought this and the Foaling kit would come in handy from Lori Hughes. Lori got me the Foaling primer.
Oh, boy.
A month-to-month guide to raising a healthy foal. That is awesome.
Hey, why don't you go ahead and talk about that before, because I've already seen some questions popping up.
So we had Storm's ultrasound scheduled last week, and it turned out to be the same day that Voodoo was going to be discharged. So we actually moved that ultrasound to this coming Monday. So we will find out late Monday. I will probably not post a video until Tuesday. I won't be able to go live because we'll be doing it way out in the barn. So we will not find out until Monday about what's going on with Storm. So everybody can pause on that and
I've felt horrible. There's been so many questions, and I've always tried to be aware, or at least I'm trying to be more aware of what is your content, what is mine. And so there are some times whenever I'm live and you're not around and people are asking, I'm like, just will let Jamie talk about it. We'll let Jamie talk about it. But we will get there, friends. We're as excited as you are. So ultrasound day is coming up.
It's coming. I'm excited for it.
All right. Lester Morrow, Longhorn Lester. Where'd you put in your trash out?
Right underneath there so it doesn't blow away.
So I'm going to be very careful here because this feels like it's some kind of material. So, oh, it is some kind of material. Jamie, look what I got.
Wow.
Look, that's a bag with the pull string.
That's so you don't have to carry your Walmart bag, I bet.
Oh, no.
HEB bag.
When we travel, I can't carry a plastic bag from HEB and Walmart.
That's what I'm saying it's for.
So now I have something a little bit more professional to carry around. You can have your fancy luggage, and I got my own fancy luggage here.
That's pretty awesome.
I love it with the little pull string, and it's the backpack style. So
no more HEB bag.
I can just throw my flip-flops or whatever I need, my swim shorts, right in there. And as I'm walking around, people can see on my back who I am, Longhorn Lester. I love it. Thank you so very much. Now, was there a name in there so I know who it came from? Yes. Sort of. Here's a little upgrade from your plastic grocery bag. Dang it.
I was so right.
Okay. There we go.
Thank you, Teresa. All right. Now.
There. It looks wonderful.
I have to be real with you. This one says Jamie, but it might be something I ordered.
Oh, no. If it just said, you never know.
Like, it's a total gamble.
Well, so whenever I order, what I order says...
it is.
Is something you ordered or a gift?
It's something I ordered for you.
Oh, boy.
It's a new TENS unit since yours is all jankied up.
Oh.
And Lex has been using yours.
Yeah, so Lex has learned the power of shock therapy.
Yeah. It's
not shock therapy. I don't even know what you call that. But thank you, Jamie. This is from Susie Coker. Now, if you guys don't know this already, Susie, I know this name, is the lady that did all of this over here for me on this hat. She sent me 3 hats. Look, open carefully. Susie wants me to open carefully, and she tells me where to open it from. All right, Miss Coker.
I just screwed it away from you.
All right, here we go. There's a note. Dear Lester and Jamie, a short note to say thank you. Escaping into your content on Facebook and YouTube is invaluable to so many of us. Well, thank you, Susie. I love how you interact with all your animals. I start every morning with coffee and YouTube. Enjoy these hats and don't hesitate to tell your favorite colors. Okay. Well, there's more hats, Jamie. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, let's have a looky here. So that's a gray and black. Can you hold that for a second? That's not navy blue. That is a royal blue and white. Ooh. Oh my God, black and gold. I don't know. I'm kind of digging that one right there, everybody. And then there's another gray and black.
Dang, I like them all, Lester.
Well, Jamie, then we're gonna have to do the try-on test.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so here is
that's like a going out hat. I feel like that's classy.
Black and gold for going out with my wig, my hairpiece.
I didn't say that.
You're not going to go that far?
I think that hairpiece disappeared this week, by the way.
Oh, no. And I like the gray and black.
I like it.
I do. And then
I I think the white really pops on the stitching. I like that.
It has a little bit of a wrinkle on it from transport.
That's okay.
No, I'm sorry. We'll work the
Your
wrinkle out.
Your head will wrinkle it out, I promise.
And then
I really like this blue one though too.
uh-oh.
She doesn't know how big your head is.
Oh my goodness, I don't even know how big my head is. So it's not a, there we go. Good enough. So it depends on, I guess, what I'm wearing, my ensemble. Yeah. I love it.
I think
thank you so much.
This one goes well with voodoo. Or the gold one goes well with the voodoo shirt, by the way.
Which one goes best with what I'm wearing today and my backpack?
I think this one or the gray one.
All right, fine. Thank you so much, Susie. And I will say this. I'm honored to know that there's folks who do come to the page to escape. And I think that everybody needs a place like that, y'all. So thank you, Susie. And I'm blessed the animals can give you that escape that you enjoy with your coffee every morning.
All right, this is to Lester and Jamie, and it comes from Linda in South Carolina. And we did not mention this, but hurricane or tropical storm Debbie that has hit Florida and the Carolinas and Georgia and all the coast out there has left some horrific flooding. And we are thinking about y'all and praying for y'all, and certainly hate to hear everything that's happening with that dang storm.
It won't go away. It's been lingering forever, and I believe it's all the way up around New York now.
Really?
I was already drowsy when I watched the news last night, and I have not watched this morning.
I think I just got a garden flag. So appropriate. Welcome to the shit show.
Great.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to put these there and this right here. Try to keep everything together. Is this for me to open?
It is.
Why did you give it to me for?
It was closest to me.
Oh.
Is there others ones that I was just reaching up.
No, I just didn't know if it actually said Lester Morrow or Longhorn Lester.
It says Lester Morrow.
It does say Lester Morrow.
Does that mean you ordered it?
I don't order anything. So we could never.
That's true, because Lester will message me and say, we send this, we grab this, we need this, which is great. But then when the packages come, he's like, stop ordering stuff. There's too many packages.
Enjoy your gift. I hope that this helps with your tractor fuel filling. From Julie and Donnie.
Donnie
Julie
the service
dog.
Oh,
Donnie the service dog. So Julie and her service dog named Donnie sent me a gift to help with my tractor fuel filling. Now, the only thing I can think of is I made a video recently where I talked about how hard it was to put fuel in the tractor because the
how neat.
Whoa. So these are do-it-yourself nozzles that you can literally, I guess, put. Well, you just replace the one that's on there with your own, and then to help alleviate the issue that we're having, you can also.
Those are caps for the end of that.
Oh, so these are caps so you don't spill it everywhere. I'm just trying to make it up as I go along. Can you tell?
The processing right there was hilarious.
I'm just trying to make it up.
That was literally and then you.
I'm trying to make it up as I go along. You're sliding out of the Facebook video again.
Sorry.
Why do you keep doing that?
I don't know. I stood up to get stuff and
you got 6 inches here. Come on over, girl. Come on. Let me slide out you. Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to make it up as I go along. This part is easy. You just replace this with the one that was on there, because one that's on there, I don't know if you know about this, it has this little,
I know, you have to manhandle it.
It's two-handed, and I cannot two-hand it if I'm also trying to hold the entire 5 gallons of gas, or in this case, diesel. Thank you. And there's 3 of these in the box. So
that's really cool.
Donnie was the service dog, and what was the lady's name again? Julie and Donnie, her service dog. Thank you very much. This is going to come in really handy.
All right. So my next gift, actually, Brienne delivered to me. It was sent to her with one of hers and said it was for me. And it is a gift bag like this. I've not dug in here at all. Has my name tag on it. There's a hat with me and flowers in there. How come you don't wear that one? You don't want me to ride with you all day? You're right there on your face. All right. Oh, yum. Cookies, mint cookies, Lester. Do not touch my mint cookies. Kinesiology tape. This is a little carrot, like a little vet bag, basically. Oh, and some seeds. It is time to plant the fall garden. It is time to start those seeds. That's exciting. Seed containers and packets that she printed. How cool is that? And she printed this really cool thing. Okay. And this says, "Happy birthday, Jamie. Lester hands off." Literally.
Oh, Lord.
Lester hands off.
Okay.
This is so sweet. The issue is I don't know who this is from. Oh, these are towels that you are not allowed to touch.
Oh, no. I can't wash my truck with those.
Look how beautiful. Thank you. That looks like Storm on there. Her little multicolored mane and the white spot on her head. So beautiful. Thank you very, very much. You will not be using these as...
No, I'm just saying if there's a note, you can read your note.
I can't find the note.
From who it might be from. What is this up here?
It just says my name.
Oh, that just says your name.
I got plant clips. Like, there's all kinds of really cool, thoughtful things in here, but...
No note.
No note.
Well, maybe we'll find a note here at some point.
Thank you very much.
This here comes to Tex, my bull. So what did someone send to Tex?
That's going to be awesome.
Because
I think that you're going to have to share it with Gary. Maybe see if Gary
no,
wants
there's
to play.
several whole. That's like a 3 or 4 pack. And
that's a 42-inch beach ball.
These are huge. Look, and there's many of them. There's a lot of them.
That's good.
Jumbo ball.
That's going to be so fun. Can
Yes.
we blow them up all at the same time and put them out there and see what happens?
Goodness. Tex needs toys. I was saying in my video last night, I wish I saw who that came from, though, Jamie. There's not a name. I wish I knew what it'd say thank you to. It's just Amazon Fulfillment Center. Well, thank you so very much for the sundry of those. No, I was saying last night, though, that we got all the fencing done now. It's time to move him a barrel or a ball or a culvert or something he can play with and push around.
That's going to be fun.
Well,
all
yeah.
4. Do we have the air compressor there?
We do. Why?
Because I don't want to sit there and blow those up with you.
Oh,
we'll
all
both
these beach
die.
balls?
We'll both die from that. That's really awesome. All right.
All right. Well, I promise you that video will be coming very soon. I will make that video maybe today.
This is for Lester and Jamie. There's no paper. You open that one. That looks like it might be for you. I'm confused right now.
That's a baby shirt.
This has to be for Lissa and Jake, right? Oh, you got some dry fit shirts.
Looky.
This is in baby blue. I'm so confused right now. This is really cute. I'm going to pass this on to Jake and Lissa. I don't know who this is from.
I got a 3-pack of dry fit shirts. These are the kind that you can wear no matter how hot it is. And you're not going to sweat them. We don't know who it come from.
No.
Guys, you got to put your name on stuff so we can say thank you.
But I will pass this on to Jake and Lissa because I'm not.
What did it say?
It says, pack my stuff. I'm going to Gigi and Papa's house.
Oh, yeah. We have no kids of our own.
And we ain't having any.
And we ain't sending our dogs over there. They wouldn't have our dogs anyway.
No.
Well, that's very kind. Thank you so much. Here's something that came from Yorkshire, UK, Jamie.
Show that package. It's like cylindrical.
Well, this is all the customs stuff over here. I'm reading the front.
I was talking about like
the shape of the package. So it's actually an octagon. There's 8 sides here.
So that is something that my grandma would do with like Boston brown bread or zucchini bread. You know about Boston brown bread?
No.
Boston brown bread is fabulous. Have y'all ever had that? I think it's made in a tin can. At least that's the way my grandma did it. And it would come out round like that, and she would slice it, and we would eat it with butter, and oh my gosh, it was delicious.
Well, I don't know if this box came this way or if this lady managed to make
I
it
think
this way.
she made it that way.
That's
Please
pretty
be careful
awesome.
with
I
that
am.
knife.
I am. Jamie. Everyone guess what they think might be in here. Could you all just guess what you think might be in this container? You'll never figure it out. You'll never guess what's in this container. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let me get a sip of coffee.
I'm going to have to find the recipe for Boston brown bread
Look,
and make it.
a can of chili, stag chili, dynamite, chili con carne. That means
That looks
chili
delicious.
with meat. It does look good. We had, how many do we have in there?
There's like 12.
Guys, this makes 13 then?
I think so.
So we have 13 cans of chili
I'm holding out till it's a little bit cooler outside.
that I'm going to have to at some point have a chili cook-off again, another chili tasting. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Well, thank you so very much. Now, the thing is, what I feel horrible about is this had to have been shipped custom, so that would have cost an arm and a leg
Just found the thing about
just
that
to
bag.
send me a can of chili. But thank you so very much. Oh, Lordy, on here, on the custom, it actually says can of chili.
Aw.
That's very kind. Thank you so much.
I just found the card that went with that bag.
Okay.
It's from
Pauline. Thank you, Pauline.
Roxanne in Sandy, Utah. So it's a doctor kit, which is exactly what I thought. And it says, I'm just a girl who loves horses. How sweet is that? Thank you so much, Roxanne. That was from the gift that I couldn't find the note to. Found it. Oh, Lester, what have you just done?
There. You just keep hiding from the camera.
I'm standing up and down.
Longhorn Lester.
All right. I sliced this one already.
Granola bars and lavender.
Yes.
What's this here?
That's for me. That's for voodoo, what you have in your hand there.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Okay, well, here's the note.
Oh,
Jamie, if you plant these seeds in your greenhouse and then plant them out when they're grown enough, lavender is a very deterring to bugs, including mosquitoes. And this comes from Janice, and she's also in the UK.
Janice, thank you. We
So-
used to have these growing up at my grandma's house. This was a staple at my grandma's, the exact same brand, and you can't find those here in Texas, for the record.
No?
You're
And
gonna love them.
why do you think they're for voodoo when the package says Lester?
I mean, you can try them
Well, I mean, I don't know why you think they're for voodoo.
because I said that he loves oats and honey granola bars.
Fair enough. Okay.
I know that you love them too, though.
You've never made a video about me loving granola bars, though, have you?
haven't, no.
You don't crush them all up and put them in my mouth.
This one's chewy. That's why those granola bars are chewy.
Oh, they're chewy.
All right, this was to me. Look at how beautiful this is. Okay, some know this. Some have been messaging me because they know some of my family history. My family name is Hockey, which is a very German name, and Hockey was a brewery and a pub, and
Is hockey a name?
Hockey is a last name.
Okay.
So this is a Hockey Pilsner beer stein that's really neat and thoughtful. You know about a beer stein?
No.
Yeah, so you fill up your beer and you put the lid on it so no bugs got in it.
Oh,
When you
my
went to-
gosh.
when you went to drink it, you
Seriously.
you didn't know about that?
So no bugs get in it.
yeah, this is very German, and you kept it cold.
So I guess your thumb goes over it then?
Guess I'll be drinking.
I would make a mess of myself with that thing.
Thank you. There is no note with this whatsoever,
The
but
Germans did not think about
that
this
is
over
very
here.
much very much family history right here. And like I said, since people found out where I was from, people started to ask questions and have been messaging me, and this is really cool. Thank you so very much.
Facebook folks are complaining. Guys, it's not our fault.
Put Lester in it. I don't want to be all the way in it.
So when you record horizontally, you have a lot. We can both fit very easily. When you have to record up and down, the vertical aspect ratio, we have to really squeeze in tight or either back the phone up so far away. So it's not our fault, but thank you. We're not trying to avoid the camera.
I am.
Lester, please try a granola bar. Okay, I'll be more than happy to. I don't know.
Have to tell him twice.
You don't got to tell me twice, but if they're for Voodoo, I don't want to eat all of his.
Oh, it's okay. I don't listen. We share in this family, and you know it.
So you're right; they are chewy. I can feel they're not as crunchy.
No,
as
they're
the
a
ones that
chewy granola bar, and they're fabulous. They have no preservatives. Like they're all natural. They're delicious. They make other flavors too, but growing up, those were the granola bars that we had.
I don't know why we're all waiting for me to try a piece of this granola bar. Why? Can you open it, Gil? Please?
What do you think?
It's good.
Do you like crunchy better?
This is going to be a while before I can talk.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Oh, this must be the other part to that one. It's a Foaling kit.
For those who are asking what's the brand, it's called Sunbelt Bakery. Oats and honey.
So good. They make one that's
very chewy.
A chocolate chip one, and it's covered with chocolate. Be prepared for emergencies, treat minor injuries, or stabilize serious wounds before seeking professional help. It comes with iodine, which we are well versed in now, a digital clock, a marking pen, a placenta bag. There's a lot of things in here that I'm going to need to read up on. But this is awesome. Thank you so very much.
Hey, listen, if that
makes me feel like I'm like a little bit more in the know.
If that horse ends up being pregnant, we're going to be doing a lot of reading because we know nothing about babies.
Well, her blood, but hold on a second. I've been reading. Her blood test has showed she's pregnant. She's had symptoms. She's sort of been on this roller coaster of everything.
I know, but the thing is, I'm like, we've had baby goats. We know what to expect. Yeah. We've had baby calves. We've had babies of everything, even pigs. Remember, Peggy Pig has had a couple of litters, but we've never had a baby horse. Though Rita's young, we've had baby donkeys, so I'm guessing it's kind of the same. I just can't wait if she. I love when a baby finds its legs. That's the funnest thing to watch. Is the day they discover they have legs and they know how to use them. That is so fun, and that's what I look forward to the most. So keep the placenta from tearing to make sure nothing is left inside. How do you do that? You can't walk up and I don't know for a fact, but here's what I think. If an animal is able to do it as naturally as they can without issues, we don't like to involve ourselves, right? We don't want to step in there and
I don't want to intervene if I don't have to. But I want to be there if she needs me, which is like, that's been believe it or not, that was my biggest stress until Voodoo went ahead and did all of his fun stuff. And then I'm always like, oh, the baby stuff is like all of a sudden a level 5 because the Voodoo stuff was a level 10. And
when she passes the placenta, you remove it and lay it out somewhere.
Now, this person says my horse ate her placenta. Every animal that I've watched give birth and have been a part of here has eaten their placenta as well.
Yeah, I think that in nature they do that as well. I think that the placenta gives them a lot of nutrients that they need. It's also a way to...
It's a prevention of predators.
Prevention of having predators come up. Guys, I don't know, so...
I will ask Dr. Cochran about that part of things and what her vision is.
We'll discover a lot in this upcoming week. But I'll tell you what, if whew, I don't know, that sounds scary to me. Having to
Well,
pull.
if it has holes, then that's a problem because it probably abrupted inside her, and I'm sure that's what they want to know. To like, it's not because they are looking just for fun. They're looking to see if it abrupted inside of her, because if it did and there's holes in it or a tear, then there's could be parts of things left inside mom. So I do know that part just from I work with OBGYNs and humans. So I understand that part of things, but yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see.
We will see. This comes to Lester Morrow. It feels like a book.
You didn't say if you like that granola bar or not.
No, I like it, but it's hard. It's hard to eat,
On camera.
especially on camera, because I feel like I'm like a cow chewing my cud. You know what that means?
Yeah.
A cow will all day they chew their cud.
Goats do that too, right?
Well, I don't know what this is.
Ooh, pretty.
Well, you say pretty. I don't.
Wait, I don't see the one
To
behind
me,
it.
that looks like a skeleton
I
with
was
a
talking
moth.
about this. Hold on, what does it say right here? They're
It's
tattoos.
Oh. Well,
Where are we gonna put one? Can we put one on your head?
like Mike Tyson right here across my face.
No, I meant like on the top of your head.
I don't know where I would put this tattoo.
I do, right on your head.
You're not going to put this on my head. I would be. Oh, wow. So it's a lot of kind of like Native American artsy kinds of stuff.
We can make you have sleeves. Ooh.
That would be my Mike Tyson
No,
face
we
tattoo
ain't
right
putting that
there.
on your face.
He has a tiger on his face, Jamie. These are wonderful. But I don't know where we're going to put these tattoos at, Jamie. Where does one put these tattoos?
I'm going to make you have a full sleeve.
Are these smaller tattoos?
Lester's going to get full sleeve. We're going to just shave his arm. This is going to be the greatest thing ever. Lester's going to make a video about balls in the pasture, and I'm going to give Lester tattoos. Oh, yeah. So we have little tiny designs. These are all little tiny ones that we could put right here for you.
Go ahead, do one.
This says love, hate.
Go ahead and do one.
Have
do something nice. Don't embarrass me. Just don't embarrass me, whatever you do.
Hold on, I gotta cut it out.
We're gonna get us a tattoo going here. What are you gonna put? You don't just peel them off?
No, you have to have the paper on the back. Give me a minute here. I also have to have moisture.
Don't cut your nail.
I'm not cutting my nail.
Moisture. Can you use coffee?
I'm gonna use my spit.
Okay. So I'm about to get tattooed. Is that lips? You couldn't found something. There's some really cool stuff here. Don't you have to apply the liquid now?
Yeah.
So lick it then?
No, it's good.
So now I got me some lips on the side of my face. Thank you. There's a lot of neat stuff here. Thank you very much.
Oh, I like that one, the dream catcher. Oh yeah. Can I shave your arm to do this? And give you a full
Look,
sleeve?
here's words.
Oh, see, I would like that. Like
A tramp stamp right on
No,
on my back. Like give me a tramp stamp.
I'm doing it. Y'all are going to be in for a treat this evening because Lester's getting tattooed.
We'll have to shave my back first. I'm
Okay.
no one's gonna see my back without you shaving it first. And
That's
then,
fine.
Yeah, maybe we'll put this. No, it has to be some right there, Jamie. I'm joking, y'all.
That is going on your back right there. Oh, maybe they're for Eugene, somebody said.
Oh no, how boring. No, not Eugene.
Michelle says nair his back.
Nair
we have naired his back before. Are you looking for something to put
No,
that in?
I got it over here. Yeah, before we went on vacation, every year, we try to go on our vacation around Christmas time when we get all the kids. That's our annual getaway. And we can't go this year though. Xander's working now for the union. He can't just up and vacation. He has to put in his time. So this may be the first year we not be able to vacation in since I've met you, which is sad. But we
might have to go visit them instead.
Yeah, we may have to do something like that. But no, every time that we have vacationed, I make Jamie clean my back. I don't want to be that monkey man at the pool with all the hair and stuff.
He barely has any hair, and you certainly don't notice it when you go in the pool.
I know.
But he is like.
But I don't like to. It's
one
weird.
time we went on vacation and we were so rushed to get going and get out of there that we didn't have time. And I was like, it's okay. We'll just do it when we get to the hotel before we go to the pool. So we brought razor blades, but neither one of us brought the handle because that's how like we utilize the handle.
Yeah.
So I had to shave Lester's back holding the tiny little.
Luckily, I don't have a lot of hair on my back, but if I'm going to be putting tramp stamps on me, I want to be nice and clean and like smooth. I want to be smooth. Okay. All right. Let's just go ahead and only open a couple more.
Yeah.
If y'all can give us 5 more minutes of your time, we'll open a couple more. Then we'll go ahead and call it a day. Longhorn Lester Morrow.
It says Lester Eugene Morrow.
Oh, it sure does. All right. This appears to be some kind of a hook. And this is some kind of a chain. So how much you want to bet? Now, I don't think there's a note.
For what?
Well, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. But I do know that the most difficult gate to open is the one going into the red barn because that chain wrap.
Oh, see, I like that. I like that.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, that chain is very smooth and oiled well, and the clip it works very well. There's nothing rusty about it.
Well, I guess this is a gate latch, right? What else would it be? At first I thought it was a little triangle. Like, come and get it, ding ling 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 ling. Come on, come on, boys. But it's not one of those dinner bells.
Is there nothing else in the thing?
That's all. The chain and that little hook.
It's a calf puller.
A what?
A calf puller.
What's that?
For whenever a mama gives birth, this is a calf puller.
Like to pull it out?
Yeah.
Hold on. Where are you going to hook that up to?
You're gonna wrap this around, and you're gonna put these through here, and you're gonna pull this.
So hold on. So
this goes around feet, forehead.
Chain. Can't we just use my hands like I've done in the past?
For grip.
For grip.
This is how you hold it and pull.
Okay. Well, you know what? I will absolutely take it over and have it handy. Gracie.
That's a tool we didn't know we needed.
Nah. Sure didn't. And in saying so, I've been asked a lot about my worries with Gracie, being that she's the one who's next to deliver, we think. But she also had complications last year that required help. And so, guys, the thing is, we can't live there full time. And even if we live there, you're not sitting there watching 24 hours of the day. You can't put cameras around to capture where the cows go every day.
Because it's too big.
Yeah, the pastures are just way too big. So you just have to keep an eye on her behavior and her demeanor and hope that when you can tell she's kind of like going off on her own, you're there. There's no guarantees that you'll be there during that time. So, and that wouldn't matter if she was at this property or the other property. You going about your daily business, taking your kids to school or doing whatever you do, going to the store. Sometimes they will have complications. So we hope that she doesn't. And we're trying to keep an eye on her the best we can. We're over there twice a day, every day. But I certainly hope that she has it with no issues this year. But
maybe so, because first time moms, obviously baby is paving the way down the birth canal, and everything is, for lack of a better term, very tight. And once you've given birth, I mean, those muscles either tear or relax as they should and then contract. And your body produces enough hormones, women's bodies, to cause that to relax again. And if the path has already been paved, it should be easier in theory.
So her path has been paved last year with Danny. So we hope that this year will be a lot easier. Okay. All right. Well, one more each, right? Is that what we said?
Give me a knife.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's stuck open. Be very careful. What you got?
Well, it says right here, it's none of your beeswax. Open Lester E. Morrow only. Jamie, can you not read? Look at that. Only.
I ain't touching it.
Only.
I ain't touching it.
This is only for me to open from Connie. What do you got?
I got a card and a present. I haven't opened the present yet, and it says, "We live in Charlottesville, Virginia, where TJ's home, Monticello, is located. I've been watching your videos.
Is that the horse,
for
TJ?
45 years. She's had a lot of surgeries. Her name is Lisa. Thank you, Miss Lisa. I think maybe, Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, okay.
Thomas Jefferson's home. So I believe I hear him and I feel him.
Little seeds?
Hyacinth and some other kind of beans.
Think they'll grow here?
Hyacinth bean seeds. Yeah. Oh, they're really pretty. Like really, really pretty.
Oh, wow. But if they
Thank
grow
you,
up
Miss
north,
Lisa.
they may not grow this far south.
It'll grow up on a 20 foot on the trellis. That'll be really pretty. So I haven't talked about this yet, but that would be really pretty right here, actually. If I put a trellis up for a piece of it.
Oh, no one knows about what you're doing here behind us yet.
No.
You haven't made a video about that? Or
I have
anything?
not. That was actually, today is the start of that project.
Oh, great.
It's really weird to for the last 2 weeks have been going nonstop, maybe even more before, I guess before that, because I was there staying with Storm. But to have all the things that I am directly caring for with high needs to be here in one spot, and to now realize that I have time to do just a few other things is exciting.
Ooh, wee, Jamie.
Wow.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Lester only. I ain't touching it.
Lester only. Lester only. This is wonderful, and this is just gorgeous. Thank you so very much.
Pretty.
Was there any kind of note in there, Jamie, at all?
I think I saw the side of top here on the left where it said who it was from, right?
Well, it says Connie, and she's in Fort Worth, Texas. Opened Lester E. Morrow Jr. only. I love that, Connie. Look, she don't want anyone else to open this gift.
Connie, I didn't touch it.
Connie, thank you so much. That's beautiful. Friends, we do have a few more things, but I know we've kept y'all for an hour, and that's kind of the rule of thumb, that you don't go longer than an hour or we get ourselves in all kinds of trouble. But we will come back during the week. I know I will for sure, and I'll just continue to open a few gifts here and there.
We'll come back for some of this party too. Tonight might get crazy. You never know.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of fun with it. But we are blessed, y'all. We're just so blessed to have you. And everyone knows that we ask for nothing. So please never get it mistaken, or don't ever be confused about that. We don't ask for anything. We're blessed, and we appreciate your time and that you offer us more than anything else. And it is a world that we live in that's kind of scary, sometimes kind of mean. And we don't like to, we enjoy being an escape from things.
Yeah. I will say there's a lot of chatter in the chat about Laverne being okay. Laverne's great. She's fat as all get out. I will make a video clip of her later to show you, but she is loving life.
And real fast, the fundraiser is going very well. We have made enough to cover the expenses.
We're so grateful, y'all.
You guys don't know what it was.
it's really uncomfortable for both of us to be able to put that out there. But so many people had reached out asking to help. And it's uncomfortable for me to even talk about because we take a lot of pride in being able to take care of our animals. And the fact that people wanted to help is like, we're gift givers and not really good at being receivers. And we're grateful. And thank you is the best way that I can say that.
You know, I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there. And it broke my heart reading about it. But a fella sent me an email, and it was lengthy. And he wasn't mad, but he was hurting. And he said that his daughter had leukemia. I know.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
His daughter. It's okay. Hide current comment right there. So his daughter has or had leukemia, and he said that they were unable to. They trying to raise money for her treatments, and he said that they put a GoFundMe for her, and they only raised $150, which obviously you know that would not go far at all in having to, you know, for cancer treatments of any sort. I don't think, and. You know, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, darn, you know, Voodoo, his fundraiser with his shirts raised, you know, some money so quickly. And then how blessed we were for Fire Chief Chris last year or a year and a half ago for the fire department you all raise money so fast for him. And I didn't know what to say. And as I'm sitting here right now, I don't know what to say because it's true. I mean, we love Voo, and I know that you guys love him. But I just felt so horrible for this man to say, wow, you know, you and your horse and you raised that money so fast. And my daughter with leukemia or my child with leukemia could only raise $150. So I don't know. But it's hard for us to talk money, raise money, ask for money. But we are blessed that you guys took care of Voo the way you did. And I can just tell you and give you my word that we're not going to waste that money away. It'll go into the I'm a Survivor accounts where we pay for vets and feeds and care and all of the things. So thank you so very much for that. Adults come before animals. Yes, that's sad. I mean,
and I guess the message we have always said, and we mean this from the bottom of our hearts, is we are not begging you for money. We are okay. And we will always find a way.
Yeah.
And we always want people to take care of you and your family first. And by no means are we saying we can't do this, we can't, you know, any of those things. It was that people were reaching out to us. And then I just didn't feel right just saying, yes, just help us with our vet bill. I was like, here's a shirt and we can make a couple of dollars off of that shirt and you get something in return versus just handing it out. I don't know. It's really uncomfortable for me to talk about this and to accept things from people. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That's not who we are. It's not what we've ever built this on or like nothing. The greatest gift you give us really is your time and the encouragement and the messages and just the blessing of being a part of our life is all we have ever asked for from anyone.
I agree, but I will say, and I will never get tired of saying it, and you may get tired of hearing it, but we're just so very blessed for you all, and we would not trade you for anything. So thank you so very much. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Jimmy and I have a few things to get done, but we love you. We're blessed to have you.
You can expect Voodoo videos and everything else going on coming up to come out. There's a lot going on. So thank you. And we hope you have a great Saturday. Maybe we'll wax back Lester's back.
We're not doing that on video.
Come on, it's going to be so fun.
The tattoo, maybe. We ain't waxing my back on the video. Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all. We love you.
We do love you.